We're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Fields. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Fields out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
First down throw for Fields. He's got a man left. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Play action, Fields. Headed out right. On the run right, throw it deep down the side. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Forced out to his right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. It's 44 yards here from the left half. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
First and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
May now on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a New England first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
From the gun, it's May. Andrews with the catch. And he's able to shake this one down to the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw for May. Escaped. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A quarterback clock. It is so important to playing the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
Another try following the sack. Got Williams, and it's complete. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Up and good from Joseph. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. We set it down for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Fields on 1st down. Cut out left. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Running it now out of the gun. He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Fields looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Fields now on 3rd. He has the San Francisco touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers tie things 10-10. The 49ers 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going play action, May. He rolls to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So they're left facing third and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They send the tight end in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. Takes out a one-stop. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off play action, it's Fields. Sheds up a rusher. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal game, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Fields on 3rd. Has it downfield, working the left. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers break the tie here in the first. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's May. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it down to a single point. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect off catch and sleeping to start that drive.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. His return starts at the 5. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 1st and 10. Play action on first down. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's going to get stopped for right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And Manny's there to knock that away. Clean breakup on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
A disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Another throw for Fields. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Back-to-back carries here. This is ahead for about 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
May on first and 10. Looking for Williams, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers gain possession as he ties the record for interceptions in a career with 81. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end a critical takeaway.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be touched down right at the line, so no gain on the play. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun snap to Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Cade. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on 1st down, May. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
May now from the gun. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Completed to his running back. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
No score, dude.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Back to the well again. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw Fields. Dumped off to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 18 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Lays out left side and gets it. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Patriots with a likely punt coming up.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Trying to throw for it with May. Oh no, they get him yet again. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Up right here, one time. Here we go.
Another carry for him. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Caught by his back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a 49er first down. From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. His shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends the lead to 20.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First down throw for May. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Going play action, May. He lofts one deep, center of the field. Oh, brother. It's another interception. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Kittle brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Fields on first down. Complete to Pearsall. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go, Ty.
Now Fields. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back, motioning right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Dumps it off to his running back. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That throw finds Kittle. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. May on 1st and 10. Jump off caught by his back. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Amador Lenore there on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
May now on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To the air yet again, May. He connects downfield on fourth. And they take him down right along the 30. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We can do better. Let's go now.
Trying again, following the set. And they pick him off again. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down up at the 6-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Pats will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Off play action, it's Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fields on 3rd. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 34 yards on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now it's 2nd down. Operated from the gun. Here's May. Pass is caught at the 9. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense up to the line fast. Oh, no, they get him yet again. He's off to the races. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers continue piling onto this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now May coming off that pick. He's trying to push the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these. And it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Here we go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Score zone, let's get it. Defense out there, fella.
First down. Don't let him get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, son. 11. Right.
From the 47. Caught by his back. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Fields out of the gun.
if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers tack on 7 more to their lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Cut out left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 4. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Setting up a throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
My God, I can't believe what I'm watching. You guys are garbage.
You can do better than this.
Oh, this is not fun anymore. What are you doing? Nowhere. 18 running. This is like watching paint dry.
Another try following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 11. Dumps it off to his running back.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go. Go.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. Hits his running back. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers throwing Once more on the blowout. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers continue adding on to that lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd and 10 now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump it. Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 32. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
To the air, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Shut up. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Check out.
They'll come out throwing. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots making the scoreboard look a touch better. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
They're going down swinging. We see here, getting ready for an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Throw left side, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. They'll take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down from the red zone. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Here's Slide to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots take 7 points off the deficit. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Buying some time right. He's running with it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Fields on 1st down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Fields to throw. He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to...
And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers are running him out of the building. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
To throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. He'll look to throw. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a New England first down. They are throwing it again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers take over as he ties the single-game record with 4 interceptions.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
A give now from the gun. Jukes one defender, and they take him down at the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Play action, Fields. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. 49ers moments away from a 2-0 start. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's incomplete left side. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Another throw for Fields. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. So yet again, they're turning to him to try to put 3 on the board. This, 42 yards from the right half. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
What are you guys doing? What was that? What just happened? Sit up already. Was that even a play?
Come on, guys.
What's that? Are you kidding? Come on, guys. What's going on? Woo!
That'll be better.
Here, get out of here. Ryan, could be worse. I feel like. What are you doing?
No way. You're kidding me.
No way. I can't believe this.
They'll throw on first. Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. Try and push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. To throw it on first down. And they pick him off again. And the 49ers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. It's not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First down throw for Fields. Finds a seam down the middle. Mass on the move here. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The 49ers throwing 6 more on the blowout. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Waste of time.
Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll try to run it in. And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one's caught along the left sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in the game that's already decided.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.
Game's not over, you know. Why are you giving it away?
Me and the homies can trade your outfit.
Never mind. This is the worst.